Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
What is up, everybody?
I'm awake today.
If you are watching this after, skip to the 3 to 5 minute mark. All right? Skip to the 3 to 5 minute mark.
Why is it like a little further over?
You say you're further over?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's about normal to me.
Yeah, because you used to taking all the room.
Unless I need to slide this way, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I think I like it right here.
All right. Now, let me get this going because boom, boom.
So I got this gum in my mouth, and I really want to keep chewing it.
Keep chewing it, Bonquisha.
Don't mind me because I feel like
Bonquisha.
I got my.
A Bonquisha.
That's how you do it. Undone, you know what I'm saying?
All right, come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. We're talking about warning signs, part 4. They lie. Just some liars. Just not honest. Don't tell the truth. Not transparent. All right? So, come on in right now.
Foolishness. How's everyone's day going? Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
It is.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Know what that means?
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
We trying to be like Forrest Gump.
Oh, no.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
What's up, everybody? We're going to be talking about warning signs. All right, we're going to get started in about 1 minute. 1 minute, we're going to get started. We're going to be talking about the lack of transparency that oftentimes becomes a major issue in relationships or the dating world and sometimes marriage, unfortunately. Right? But how y'all feeling today? Y'all feeling great? Y'all feeling good? Hopefully y'all are doing well.
Come and talk to me. But you ain't tagged me, did you?
Oh, I did not.
Before you do this.
Maybe I can do it now. Maybe I can't.
Oh, let's see. If I get on.
Yeah, maybe I can. All right, let me see if I can get you on here. We're about to get started, everybody. We're about to get started, everybody.
Look like Facebook keep changing stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, all right.
I'm awake today, y'all, so. What's I doing?
Warning signs, part 4.
Put in the comments today, part 4.
Warning signs, part 4. What's
Part
up,
4.
Pearl? What's happening? What's happening to everybody that is checking in with us? We appreciate you for watching.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Listen, I'm Artist.
I'm Zadoria.
And we are the Andersons. She does that. She messes up every time.
Because I get so excited.
She gets so excited.
When we get that part right, so I forget about that part.
Every time. It's
Oh my
okay.
gosh. Anyway.
We're getting better.
All right.
All right. So, who is Forever Love? Forever Love is our company, born out of a need that we saw in the community, where we saw that people need relationship help, relationship education. We've learned how to do everything: cook, clean, start businesses, wash cars, do hair, play sports. But we've never been taught how to be successful at relationships. So we decided to create a company that would help our community become masters at relationships. So that's what we do. Check us out at www.tryforeverlove.com. That's TRY4, everlove.com. All right, let's get right into it. Relationships are designed to help us. Relationships are designed to help us. They're designed to what? Type it in the chat. Help us. Type it on YouTube. They're designed to do what? Help us. Okay? Now, relationships are designed to help us. And if we don't utilize relationships appropriately, we're going to abuse them. Oftentimes, we get into relationships and we think that it's like our toy. To get whatever type of excitement out of it or enjoyment out of it that we can get. But here's the thing I want you to understand. A little nugget for you. Relationships are all about giving. Relationships are all about giving. So when you enter into a relationship, when you get married, the question you should be asking yourself is, am I willing to give unconditionally?
Yeah.
Am I willing to give even when I don't feel like it? Am I willing to give even when it doesn't feel good?
Well.
Whoa, tell me.
Somebody listening.
Somebody listening, yeah. Are you willing to give at all times? Because a lot of times people stop giving effort, time, attention, clarity, understanding, communication. Why? Because they're in their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't like something. Because they're mad. Because they're upset. Many people cannot sustain a relationship because of the immaturity that they possess emotionally and mentally. But I'm giving y'all too many nuggets already. Let's stick to the topic, right?
All right.
Relationships should challenge us to become better. They should challenge us to be accountable and responsible and improve. That's what relationships are supposed to do. They should challenge us to be better, challenge us to improve, challenge us to balance us, challenge us to correct us at times. All right. But in order for any relationship to be successful, you cannot be egotistical or prideful. You have to humble yourself. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not know it all. It's okay. That's why you have a partner. All right. But getting back on subject.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about warning signs these past 4 weeks. If you didn't watch the previous ones, go watch them. Today we want to talk about lack of transparency. Have you ever been in a relationship where it seems like they lie?
They lie.
Certain things don't add up. Where certain things don't...
Like who drank the last of my milk?
Like who drank the last of the milk? Who ate the last cookie? Who used the last of the detergent and didn't...
Toilet paper.
Who keeps doing it and not replacing the toilet paper?
Why do the Tupperware keep missing out of the cabinet?
No, this is a real story. She be losing the Tupperware.
Oh.
This is a real...
No.
All right.
Nope.
So let me ask...
I ain't got no witnesses on here, so
let me
I
ask
ain't
y'all.
even trying to hear
all
it.
right?
I ain't trying to hear it.
If one person works from home, I'm not going to say no names, and the other person does not work from home,
Mm-hmm.
yet the Tupperware leaves the house, who do you think is going to be the person that will be guilty of losing the Tupperware? The person who doesn't leave the house?
The person that doesn't leave the
Or
house?
the person who leaves the house every day with Tupperware?
I don't think so.
Well, we're not going to get into that, okay?
I don't believe that.
But we've all had situations relationally where certain things didn't add up. So we want to talk about transparency. Now, let me tell you why transparency is a big topic for me. This is what I talk about in all my sessions with my clients, right? If we are going to help couples, if we are going to help people relationally, we have to learn to be transparent. Because we all hate a liar. We just hate lies. Lies are a waste of time. It's disruptive. It's just a waste of energy. It's not a good feeling to be with somebody who lies, right? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Why do I want to talk about transparency instead of lying or per se? Here's why. Well, what is transparency? Transparency by definition means to see through something, to be clear, to be understood. It implies that cloudiness or confusion or haziness is absent from it, okay? Now, here's what I like to explain. Honesty is important to every relationship. Mm-hmm. But the truth is also important to every relationship. Mm-hmm. But both of them combined equals transparency. Now, let me break this down. Because you may ask yourself, well, isn't that the same thing? Not necessarily. You can be honest and not tell the truth.
Yep.
You can tell a truth and not be honest. Mm-hmm. Let me break it down.
Break it down.
Let's just say I tell my wife, as she breaks dance, right? If I tell my wife I'm going to Walmart to pick up a bag of potato chips.
How did I know you was gonna say potato chips?
Because I haven't had chips in a while. If I say I'm going to the Walmart to get some potato chips, baby, I'll be back. All right? She loved to throw.
No, because you just automatically like just go into it.
It's a yeah. Right? But here's the thing. If I go to Walmart, pick up the bag of chips, and then stop by a female house on the way back home, and then come home, that's not just me going to Walmart to get a bag of chips. Now let's break this down.
First of all,
when I get home, if my wife asks me, hey, what took so long? You only went to Walmart.
to get a bag of chips.
To get a bag of chips. If I say, well, I went to Walmart, got the bag of chips, and I got in line, and the line was long, and it just took a while. I'm telling her a truth. I'm telling her a truth, but I'm not being honest.
Ooh, baby.
Because honesty does not withhold information. Honesty is willingly giving up information, even when it's not asked about. That's an important point. Honesty is sharing even when it's not asked. That's important.
Hey,
Okay?
Brittany.
Well, what's up, Brittany?
How's the baby?
That's important. But if I only tell her a truth, then I'm not being transparent. I'm only telling the truth, but I'm being dishonest. So the two combined, I should have said, which no person would probably do this. I went to the store, got the bag of chips, got in line. The line was long, took longer than I expected. And I went by this girl house, by the way, and then I came home. See, liars ain't going to do that. So what happens is, right, the issue becomes more about the lack of transparency, which is honesty and truth combined. All right. So that's what we want to get to today. That's what we want to talk about. Now, what are some I want to get to the key points, right? If you're dating and the person you're dating or the people you are talking to or getting to know show signs of a lack of transparency, that's a warning sign, and you might be better off walking away than continuously trying to date or get to know these people. If you are already in a relationship and there's signs of transparency, you need to address it, talk about it without any deflection, and deal with it at the core of it so that it can be uprooted out of your relationship. And if it is not, you might need to be willing to walk away. If you are married, we don't support divorce, but if you are married and this is an issue in your marriage, try foreverlove.com. Here for all of your relationship needs. Call us on the hotline at 1-888-420-0471. We will help you through any situation relationally so that you can have the marriage or relationship that you need. All right, back to our regular scheduled program. All right, so here's the thing. It's just a real quick thing. We help singles, dating, relationships, engagements, and marriages. We help everybody. All right. So, hit us up on the website, call us on the hotline. But, point number one.
My hands sound dry.
All right. Point number one. Let me get a little bit of water before we get. Point number one. Let me get a little bit of water. You need some water?
You don't need to be drinking no cold water.
Hey, man, you know. All right, let's get into this. And make sure y'all follow us on all platforms at Forever Love, at the number 4 Ever Love. All right, everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm sorry. Try Forever Love on all of our platforms. Try Forever Love on all of our platforms. TRY, the number 4 Ever Love. All right. Point number one. This is how you know you're dealing with a warning sign in your situation, whether it's your dating, your relationship, or your marriage. They lie and downplay it when they get caught. Or they lie, get caught, downplay it, or blame you as the reason they lied. That's a warning sign. And if you see this sign, you need to talk about it and address it right away. Here's why. when somebody lies and gets caught, they need to be willing to deal with it and address it and be accountable for it right away.
Hey, Mrs.
Okay.
Massey.
Miss Massey, if you're nasty. Shout out to the Masseys, just got married. All right.
Hey.
But here's the thing, right? First of all, lying shouldn't happen in relationships in the first place. We can agree to that.
Yes.
But some people do lie. Some people do, huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said lying shouldn't happen in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right? You say, yeah, should?
No.
Exactly. Pay attention. But here's the thing, right? I'm just messing with it. But here's the thing. If a lie is found or discovered in the relationship, it needs to be addressed and talked about. Now, here's what some people do. They would downplay it as if it's not a big deal. And any lie in any marriage is a big deal.
Yes.
Whether it's small, medium, or large. It doesn't matter if it's the small fry, medium fry, supersized fry, extra value fry. It's a problem.
You went to from Wendy's?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter what size of the lie. A lie in any situation is problematic because every lie is a seed that leads to the idea that it will happen again, which means in your subconscious, in your mind, you have been planted that seed that your partner, your spouse, your significant other will lie again. And that's the problem with it. It doesn't matter if you lie about something small or big. Now, here's another thing people do when they downplay it, when they downplay a lie. They will blame you because of your reaction to how, well, let me say it a better way. They will say, because of your reaction, I didn't want to tell you. You know how you be tripping. You know how you be going off. You know how you be turning up. Now,
last time that I said something,
right. Now, here's the thing. To be honest, that's actually true.
Yeah.
So let's deal with that real quick. You have to be cautious of your reactions to honest communication.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of your reaction to situations that are not so cozy. Whether it's about family, whether it's about friends, whether it's about situations, dynamics. Because if you have a history of going off, yelling, getting mad, breaking stuff because of information or truth or tough conversations, that person is not going to feel comfortable talking to you anymore. They're not going to trust that you will be rational in your response to what they have to say. So what does that mean? They will probably lie to you to avoid the blow up.
Yeah.
Repeat after me. Stop blowing up.
Stop blowing up.
Repeat after me. Relax.
Relax.
You need to have some emotional stability. That was a warning sign we talked about already.
Yeah.
That was part 2.
Yeah.
Emotional stability. You need it. Because if your spouse comes to you to have a conversation about whatever it may be, if you start flipping out, guess what? The next time they're going to be like, man, I can't tell them nothing. I can't tell them that. Especially if it's a situation that sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds.
Yeah.
So, for example, random thought. You go to a party with your homeboys, your ex is there, your ex touch you on the butt, and you're like, yo, don't do that. And you check them and you move. And you come home and tell your significant other that, or your spouse that, or you tell your boyfriend or girlfriend that, and they fly off the handle. See, that's why I can't trust you. See, why you at the party with them? Da, da. And now in their mind, they're like, yo, I can't tell you nothing. But even though that stuff happens, I would still say you still need to be honest about it.
Yeah.
Because every secret and every lie becomes a bigger problem down the road. So my key point number 1 was a warning sign. If somebody lies and they downplay it, or they blame you, right? Like you get too mad, you don't listen, you go off, I can't tell you nothing. That's not an excuse. Even if it may be true, stop going off. Be somebody who can talk. Be somebody they can talk to. But regardless of the situation, you need to tell the truth. You need to be honest. Okay? All right. What's wrong?
I was just looking at my point.
Oh, all right. My wife is going to get into point number 2. Take it away.
All right, so point number 2, it kind of goes into the point of one that he was saying, but just saying they tend to be vague and not offering much details.
Oh, that's problematic.
Yeah. So failing to provide specific or important details when the story is challenged. So say for instance, like he was talking about the potato chip story.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your wife, hey, I went to the store to get the potato chips, yada yada yada. What took you so long? Well, the line was long. I mean, that's the truth, but that's it. That's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Men tend to do this a lot.
Don't be trying to categorize men.
I'm just saying.
Don't be trying to throw us under the bus.
You always want to say women.
But it's true when it comes to women.
No, but
This
it's
is not
true when
true.
it comes to men.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Sticking up for my brothers.
First of all,
Sticking up for my
I
brothers.
don't like to have conversations.
No,
So
I'm
y'all-
joking.
Okay,
No,
so
you're right there. You're right.
I'm saying you go to the grocery store. So who you see at the grocery store? I gotta pull all this information out of you because you being vague. But it's like, why is that a thing?
So I think part of the reason, maybe the Walmart situation is not a good example for this, but let's just say,
I mean, it's still.
Let's just
I
say-
think it's good because if you would have asked me if I went to the grocery store, yeah, I went to the grocery store. Man,
So, for example-
and this lady, da da da.
right. But if I say, hey, I'm going to Walmart, right, to get some chips, and I take a long time to get home. If you ask me what takes so long, and I say something like based on your point, right? Your point is, it says they be vague, not offer much details, failing to provide specific important details. So you might say, well, why did it take so long? And I might be like, well, Dad, why you hounding me? Like it just took some time. It's like I'm not really giving you an answer.
Yeah, like it's just.
I'm not really giving you the details.
Nothing at all.
It's kind of like I'm just being vague. Like it just the line was long.
Yeah, I got you. I see what
Now,
you're
for
saying.
some people, they might say, well, why isn't that a good enough response? Maybe it can be. But the point is, if the other person has some reservations,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, whether it's valid or insecurity or whatever it may be, I think that any honest significant other or spouse should be willing to just give the details to ease the other person's mind.
Yeah. And
Then address whatever other issues there may be.
Yeah. Do you think it's more to like a lot of people say, for instance, relationships from past? The reason why they don't give details is because of I gave you my all, and we talked about this, like the way that they lashed out, the way that people spoke to you, or the way that they did. Basically, it was just a bad taste, and you no longer want to keep doing that or want to revert back to.
Well, a person's past plays a major part in how they do relationships today, anyway.
Yeah.
Especially people in their 30s and up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many traumatic experiences by the time you turn 30 for a lot of people that relationally people are just insecure. They are skeptical. They don't trust easily.
Yeah.
It's just by that time you had these experiences that play a part in, struggling to have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to your point, when people are vague or they fail to provide details, to me, that's a problem because you can simply just provide the details. Unless you're just trying to be stubborn or prideful or egotistical or difficult or prove a point like...
What about somebody that doesn't like to talk or really have conversation?
Well, that's when you have to say, I know the person I'm dating. Or I know the person I'm married. You have to know the person that you're with. And if you know they're not a talkative person, then them getting upset about you trying to get more information, that's understandable because they don't talk anyway.
Yeah.
But that person still shouldn't be getting upset about it. They should still be willing to provide information if they're being asked a question.
But what happens? Well, like, there are people that don't have a conversation, but they're the ones that's cheating. But you don't even know. What do you do with that?
Well, that's part of it. But that goes into the whole transparency conversation. The point of transparency is to alleviate any ideas of anything that could be happening that shouldn't be happening. So the open conversation, the open dialogue, the willingness to share and answer questions, the willingness to share information, all of it is a part of having a healthy dynamic, because we're all going to have moments where we question things or wonder certain things. And if that person begins to act weird, be vague with details, especially, and this is how a lot of people get caught up. Somebody saw you, or somebody knows information that went down, and your significant other or your spouse finds out, and then they come to you for the answers or the details, and you don't want to provide it because you know you're guilty. That's how a lot of people get caught up.
Yeah.
Or they come to you to figure out your side of the story, and if you are innocent, you should be willing to share the details with no problem.
Yeah.
Tickling my throat. So, oh, you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get you guys one more point. Point number 3. They tend to show signs of dishonesty, which translates to a lack of integrity. Now, what that simply means is integrity and character go hand in hand. Okay? Integrity and character go hand in hand. So if you're dating someone, or if you're already in a relationship with someone, or if you're married to someone, if they have character issues or character flaws, then those things are going to mentally play a role in your mind when it comes to anything that looks fishy or dishonest. Okay? Signs of dishonesty is displayed through a lack of character. This is why I try to help people understand. To do relationships in a healthy way, you need to be a self-developed individual. And I don't mean self-developed as you develop on your own without any help or coaching. What I mean is you develop through coaching or through some help or some sort of mentor, so that you can become a very honest, dependable, reliable, responsible, accountable, etc., etc., etc. individual. Because your character plays a major role in the health of the relationship. It plays a major role. I live my life in a way that intends to alleviate 99.9% of the concerns that my wife could have. And she does the same thing. And if anything comes up, then we just talk about it. I come home at a certain time, and if I don't, I call. I text in between time. We call in between time, right? Not to be nosy or because we think somebody's like sneaking around or cheating, but it's just to let each other know, hey, just make sure you're good. I ain't heard from you in a while. Boom. Like,
I'm calling to be nosy.
Yeah, she probably is. Right? But if we go out of town, right? But if we going out of town, we're not like snooping through nothing. We're not going through each other's phones and laptops and all that. You going through all that stuff? Just terrible. I don't know what my wife be doing. But here's the point, right? The thing is that even if they do go through your stuff, they should be willing to. You should just let them. Well, let me back up. Let me not be that vague. If you are married, it shouldn't be a problem. If you are in a relationship, you need to talk about that. Okay? You need to talk about it because there's going to be different viewpoints on that. Some people will say, yeah, just go. I don't care if you look at my stuff. And some people will say, no, we ain't there yet. We ain't married. Like, no, I want some of my privacy. And that doesn't mean they cheating.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean they're doing anything wrong. Yeah. It just means that that's their preference.
Yeah.
But the important point is, the important thing is this. I finally got it out. The important thing is this, is that in relationships, especially marriage, it's important that we deal with this issue of a lack of transparency. Because when there's a lack of transparency, right? When there's a lack of transparency, the relationship will erode. When there's a lack of honesty, when there's a lack of integrity, when there's a lack of character, your relationship is on thin ice. I'm telling you now, you have no future if you do not have any transparency, integrity or character, you don't have a future. You will just be holding your relationship together moment by moment, week by week. That's all you're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. You do not have a future without transparency in a relationship. Marriage doesn't work without transparency. And that's why a lot of people are struggling with marriage, because there's no trust, there's a lack of transparency, and there's a whole lot of character flaws that's preventing people from being working together as a team, as a unit. And that's a whole nother conversation. You was about to say something?
Yeah, I did want to touch on another point about transparency. Being able to, when you're hiding things from each other, or hiding little things, or keeping small secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at times, it's like, I talk to a lot of married women, and, in a lot of married women, single women, whatever. And a lot of things, some people have told me that, hey, you don't have to tell your husband everything. Like,
I understand the statement, but I also understand the danger of the statement.
Yes, and I'm like, I can't lie. Like, it's so hard. Like, I can't even not tell him stuff. Like, it's like, for me, as an individual, if you know me as your friend or whatever, like, I can't hold it in. I gotta let it out.
Sounds of a good wife. Good!
But I understood why they said it the way they do. But somebody getting that advice as a newlywed is like, what do you mean? Like, I can't tell my I shouldn't tell him da-da-da. Or, yeah, don't tell him that. But you'll get into the relationship or the marriage, and you'll start making it a habit.
Yes.
Little small things that you're not saying that can really mess with your marriage.
Yeah.
So being able to take that, being able to still tell them the small things, even if it's a lot of details, things that they may not want to hear, it's better to do that than versus trying to say, oh, no, I ain't going to tell them that. And then the small things become the things that's more important than the things that are less important. So what they were trying to explain to me, you don't have to tell your husband the details that are not important. The important details is what you can tell him, or things that you feel that will not. Because I know my husband, I know that I can tell him anything, and he's not gonna. He may be. I can't even say upset. I don't even know what word to use, but he may be like quiet on me for a while, but the guy to him just comes out and he's just like, all right, how we gonna fix this? What we gonna do? How's this? Da 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 da. And I'm just like, can you be normal and just be mad for like 30 years? Like, why not? But
that's sarcasm, y'all. Do not be mad about nothing for 30 years.
But no, I'm just saying, like, being able to have those conversations or talking about it, because, you got to get out your feelings, because I was able to come to you and tell you how it is or what it was. Now what is the resolution? And I think a lot of people, the whole point of us when we're in the marriage or we're in a relationship, it's hard for us to get over whatever the person may have told us that we may not have liked. So a lot of the things that we may say, it's like, it makes it harder for the person that you're in a relationship with to be transparent, because they want to be transparent. They want to see how much you can handle. They want to see they can trust you with information that they probably can't tell anybody else. And then it's like, where can they take that? You know? And if they can't take it into the relationship with somebody that talk to daily, or mostly more than probably their family or whoever, then their friends, then where do you go?
And the thing I don't like about when people keep secrets in their marriage or relationships, and we see this a lot with our clients. This happens a lot with our clients, right? You're keeping secrets that you would be over the moon, cross the ocean, setting fires to stuff if they did that to you. The hypocrisy that people carry in their relationships and in their marriage is appalling. It is appalling.
Yeah.
It is beyond. It's crazy. So always ask yourself, if this was happening to me. Now, granted, you can ask yourself that all day long. Only your character will prevent you from doing it. And if you don't have character, you won't do it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said earlier, your character is a major component to transparency. People who lack character will lack transparency, amongst other things. But in conclusion, I want to give you all the key conclusion to this talk. Without transparency, the relationship will always be left with a lot of questions and not enough answers, eventually leading to the destruction of the relationship. In order for your relationship to be successful and have a long-term success, you need to be transparent. Well, what is transparency? It is when honesty and truth combined is in your marriage, your relationship, etc. Because you can be honest and not tell the truth. And you can tell the truth and not be honest. But both combined is what you call transparency. And that's what every relationship needs. All right? So listen, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We are here every Wednesday, right? Make sure you follow us on every platform at Try Forever Love, TRY4 Ever Love. Also visit us on our website at tryforeverlove.com. That's TRY4 Ever Love. Also, any question or advice that you need, any question you need answered, or advice that you need for your relationship, your situation, your marriage, call us toll free. You will be anonymous. You don't even got to tell us your name. We just want to help you out. 1-888-420-0471. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys. See y'all next week. We're going to be diving into another series. Love y'all.
Love y'all.